Welcome to Epic Elite Battle for Eveningstar. This is the only quest in the entire web flagging chain that I haven't done a video for, so that's why I chose this one. So level 25. I wanted to do a level 25 video because a lot of the gear changes. And this used to be endgame for a couple of years, after the Caught in the Web, Menace of the Underdark expansion came out. And so my gear right now is in part a snapshot of what it used to be for endgame a few years back. Enhancements, Epic Destiny haven't changed right now, although I did take a close look at my enhancements. And I'm going to mention, I haven't brought the enhancements up in a few videos, so, I may end up dumping this. I really like the extra 1% critical chance. I really like the SLA of shield. This isn't affected by arcane spell failure as my regular shield is. I do have the regular spell because I have a level of wizard, but I think that I'm gonna end up wanting to get the nimble reaction. That's gonna cost me 3 points. I could benefit from it right now. I'm not stressing about trying to get the best dodge possible. I'm only level 25. I'm gonna see how things play out at endgame. So either Autumnal Susurrus or this stuff is gonna go. We'll see. Oh, these choices are so tough. Let's look at the gear. Still got the Concordant Opposition goggles. Now I'm wearing the Flawless Blue Dragonplate armor. This is fully upgraded. Your Flawless Blue armors, as I was just explaining to a guildie who came back after a long break, these have 2 upgrades to them. The additional upgrades, I can't remember off the top of my head, but I believe both the additional upgrades cost Commendations of Heroism, which you get out of Fall of Truth and Caught in the Web raid. Fall of Truth is a better place to farm it from, because you're guaranteed to get Commendations of Heroism there, and it's a shorter raid. And you also need additional scales to do the upgrades. But this is fully upgraded, so it's got Spell Lore 9%. I've got it slotted up with Sapphires of Resistance 7. It's got Potency 80, Spell Pen 3. We don't really care about the Spell Pen. Superior Lightning Resistance. It's a nice set of armor for a Druid. Druids, as you probably well know, can only wear non-metal armor. So, you don't have a ton of choices. Your dragon armors are pretty much it. There are some others, but in terms of heavy armor options, though, which this is a heavy armor wearing caster Druid, dragon armor is the only non-metal heavy armor option in the game. Epic Braces of the Wind is the same. Now I've got the Epic Elite Ring of Shadows, totally awesome item. Got that slotted up with Globe of True Imperial Blood. It's got Ghostly on it, 10% mischance, and Lesser Displacement, 25% mischance. That's a concealment, and then the Ghostly is an incorporeal effect, so those will work in conjunction with each other. They don't stack per se to make a 35% mischance. The way I understand that it works is that first the 25% mischance is calculated, then if they would have succeeded on a hit from that, then the 10% mischance is calculated, or vice versa. It doesn't really matter which one's which, but it's separate effects. But both do go into effect. Halcyon Boots, this comes from the Fall of Truth raid. This actually isn't doing a whole lot for me. The Potency 80 is redundant with the armor. Striding 30 is redundant from my quiver. Okay, it's got Dexterity 8. The Halcyon Mind, it's really not that exciting. 5% chance to gain 15 temporary spell points when you're attacked. It's just, it's no big deal. Couple slots, Insightful Con 2, Feather Falling. I probably should get like a randomly generated, like something with parrying on it. Would be cool. Gauntlets of Immortality. This also comes from the Fall of Truth raid. Got it slotted up with Spellcraft 15, Greater Evocation. It's got Devotion 120 and Healing Lore 16%. Very cool. Eternal Faith doesn't do anything for me because I'm not attuned that does turning undead. Also has the Touch of Immortality, which gives a plus 20 competence bonus to the heal and repair skills. And I regenerate 2 to 4 hit points every 15 seconds. Kind of neat. It's the kind of thing that can save you when you go in cap. Guardian's Ring, that's the same. This is the same as last video. Con 10, False Life 35. Mysterious Cloak, this is new since last video. I talked about it, but I wasn't wearing it. Insightful Wisdom 2. Sapphire Good Luck 2. 45 Exceptional Healing Amp. 25 Insightful MRR. It's actually a level 21 item, but it is level 24 because of what I have slotted into it. Shamanic Fetish is the same as last video. My beloved Torque. And my Green Steel Mineral 2 45 hit point helmet. Madstone Aegis is new since last video. Again, I talked about it, but I wasn't using it last level. Got it slotted up with Natural Armor 7, so it's just giving me two more armor of the natural armor than the spider skin, but what the hell. I've also got the Alchemical Shield Defense Ritual on there. That's you do it your Eldritch Stone of Change. I can't remember what it costs to do that. It's just some collectibles. It's an additional 1 bonus to AC. I'm as the tank, I'm trying to do everything I can to get my AC, PR, all my defenses up as high as I can. So it's basically a free point of armor class. The bashing, shield bashing, improved bash, that doesn't do anything for me. And shield proficiency tower shield also doesn't really do a whole lot for me. Because that just affects your attack bonus if you're not proficient with tower shield. So it does have a good shield bonus of 21. It is made of gem, or actually crystal, so druids can use it. Remember, druids can't use metal shields either, so they can't use metal armor or shield. So you don't have a ton of options. And this is probably the best option to use right now at this level range. And this is the same Thunder Forge. Tier 1, 150 Glaciation, slotted up with 114 Ruby of Corrosion. Okay, let's do a quest. I'm really not liking the fact that I don't have Greater Heroism as a spell, which I used to before from my human tree. And I've got scrolls, but it's a pain in the ass to cast them because I have so much arcane spell failure. I gotta take my shield off, and that's kind of a pain. So I don't really like the rigmarole of that. So I don't cast it on myself by default. I'm finding myself getting feared. Now you can use the clicky from the PDK past life to break fear. I've talked about it before. I can't say it enough because there's a lot of people that still don't realize that. You can use it while you're feared to break fear. It's an AoE effect. It speeds you up. It has other effects too. But so you can use it on like a party member too. If you stand near them and they're feared, it'll break their fear. So it's really, really cool clicky. Also got my potions. Now I only have Greater Freezes plus 20. I didn't have the favorite to get the plus 25s, but normally at level 25 I should be using the plus 25 potions. So here you're going to have a, I don't know if it's an orange name or a red name, and it can be like a caster dude, or it can be a priestess. And the priestess is a pain in the ass. I think it's going to end up being the caster dude. Yeah. I think if it was the priestess, then I don't know if she's either here right away or the two collared villagers are there. And if if she were here and the collared villagers are here, I recommend failing the save to getting the collars off. So if you're like, for example, if you're not a trapper, use the disable device skill, and that will kill them because you fail it. And the reason why is otherwise she's going to eat them for lunch, and you're going to have to beat her down 2 extra times. You don't get anything for freeing the slaves, so it's just kind of a little trick they're playing on you. Hopefully it won't weigh too heavily on your conscience that you're killing some digital slaves. But this guy, he doesn't really have any special abilities, just a caster. Got a priestess here. You want to make sure you go for her last, because otherwise you start beating her down. She goes to 50. There's any living mobs near her, and these guys stealth, so if you have shitty spot like I do, you're not going to see the guy hiding in the weeds over there, and she's going to sack it, and then she's going to regenerate her health, and she's going to have her healthy red glow where she has DR, and it's going to become a pain in the butt. So make sure you're killing everything around. You can look around. You can, hit your targeting button to see if it picks up something. She won't be able to sacrifice those guys way over there. So I feel okay about beating her up now. She did move that way, so it's making me a little nervous. So I'm going to back up a little bit, hoping she'll follow me and get a little bit farther away from those guys. Can lead them away. I'm going to do that a little bit later to the one at the granary, I think it is, or the farmstead. I'm not even going to worry about those clowns. You got some little traps here, I think. Yeah. Little bear traps. Oh, they followed me. Some waves of mobs here, and then there's going to be a name dude that comes out and says, catching up on old friends, are we? Or something like that. And if you want to, you can sneak in this shrine. Should be able to come behind here, and a good strategy is to always, if you're using a shrine in a tactical environment, in a hostile environment, you know, and you're worried about something that's going to come to attack you, put the shrine between you and whatever might be coming after you. It's going to buy you, you know, a couple extra seconds, and that can make the difference of whether or not you get that successful rest.
Catching up with some old acquaintances? You know, I asked the soldiers not to damage my specimens too much.
There he is.
Them to be recognizable.
Jevan. Or maybe it's Jevan. Or Jevan. Jevan sounds more sophisticated though, doesn't it? Next time I go out to a club and some girl asks me my name, I'm gonna be like, "Hi, I'm Jevan." Of House Szind. If she gets the reference, I'll know she's the one. She's like, "You play DDO?" I'm like, "That's right. I'm Gingerspyce." And then she'll run away screaming. Oh, let's go ahead and do these clowns. I guess we could just do the bonfire. We'll sneak in here real quick, hit the bonfire, get out, and we'll just kill whatever follows us. Those gloves are so nice. I need to get those on Voodoo.
This farmstead used to
Ooh, got the priestess. She's a pain in the ass.
oldest families.
So here's another situation where, like,
For their own dark purposes.
you want to kill these villagers. Like, this, it's the same as I was saying before. Like, you don't want her eating these guys for lunch. Should do, like, open lock roll. You're dead. Open lock. You're dead too. And now she's got nothing to eat for lunch. Well, that's not true. There's plenty of, like, archers and stuff. Man, I swear I did a video of this before, and I explained. I feel like I remember explaining this. I couldn't find it on my channel, so I had too many videos on my channel now. Like, I'm coming up to 350 videos. Can't find anything. So yeah, there can be like stealthing mobs over here when you're in a shitty spot like me. You can't see them. So what do? Well, she could sometimes sacrifice these guys too. So you might want to take these guys out. You know, if she's close enough to them, she can sack from pretty far out. So we got her coming over here. Keeps her... Now she's going to be far away from that crap over there in the fields. So hopefully we're safe. She's down below 50. And she hasn't sacrificed yet. So we're probably in the clear. And good night. did all
You've secured
the
multiple
thingy
feats
dingies.
from drow
We
patrols.
did the optional
It's time to
of
find a few
lighting
more
additional
lost and
bonfires.
destroyed.
Now we're gonna kill these clones. Again, the priestess. I know you know this, but there's somebody new watching this video. You know, make sure you're killing the priestess last. See, that little sucker right there? He was stealthing over there. And that was gonna be her secret lunch. Right? But we lured her away. So she was too far away from him to eat him. Good to go. Who did she sacrifice? Come on. Look at that dude way over there. See that? What a bitch. Just die already. I almost did Foundation of Discord for my level 25 video, because that's the only quest left I haven't done in Giant Hole for a video. But I'll probably do that for my next one, since it's a little higher level than this one. Do that up to level 28 and still get bravery bonus. This one you can only do
A huge, horrific
up to
creature
level
looms
25
in
to
the
get bravery.
distance. A mocking drow voice calls down from atop it.
Do you really think one insignificant village can stand against Lolth's armies? She will take what she wants and leave nothing but corpses behind.
Okay, we're gonna throw some produce flames to get our appearing magic fully charged up. And it is to 10. Pull up the examination window so we're not overwriting our own dots. And I suppose you could farm remnants here if you wanted to. You know, the spiders just spawn endlessly. I mean, I just got a remnant from one of them. Really, any place that has endless spawns. Alright, and now Red Weaver's dead. She's gonna come off of him. We're gonna take care of her. She's got evasion, so we're not gonna be able to use spells like Call Lightning. I mean, I don't have the DCs to hit her, unless I was lucky. But, so here is, you know, here's one of the things that, you know, I've had discussions with people about, you know, on the build posts and in the game, you know, like, because my DCs aren't that great, you know. And here's one of the things, like, I've tried to emphasize, like, in the sense that, like, I don't, like, druids are not traditional, like, DC casters. Like, it's important to have a good earthquake DC, and there are some caster druids that want to have, like, uber DCs, or their call lightnings hitting all the time. But here's the thing. Here's why I don't stress about it. Because you get so many spells. So many spells that there's no save for, okay? So I'm gonna hit her with freezing spray, and then both dots, the creeping cold, greater creeping cold. There's no save for that. All right, I'm gonna hit her with ice storm. There's no save for ice storm. She's taking the damage. She can't evade that. I'm gonna hit her with storm of vengeance. No save for that. Okay. I don't care if my burst, doesn't hit her. That's just me. You can do what you want to do. Produce flame. That's another one. Can't be evaded. There's no save for produce flame. There's also no save for sleet storm. Of course, it's not going to do anything to her. I'm just saying, generally speaking. Speaking in general. Oh, I hit her with call lightning. I just threw that out of habit, like muscle memory. The attack routine. So my normal attack routine, just hitting a mob, it's all the SLAs. So I do, it's call lightning, creeping cold, produce flame, word of balance. Just cycling through them. For just sort of as like a standard attack routine that I do against a mob. It's pretty potent. And I don't care that the archer's there pinging me. He could just torque me up. I'm proccing spell points off of him hitting me. And he's not doing much damage to me, so who cares? Like, these spiders can chew on my feet too. I don't care. Who do they think they are? Remnant. And that's it, and that's all. Done. There's some name loot that drops from here, I think. I don't think it's anything special. No, I can't even remember. It's like the sacrificial dagger or something. Oh, I think it's like your Drow Pawafwi, your Drow Smoke Goggles, I think that's what drops from here. Yep. Alls are pretty cool. For level 23. Okay, thanks for watching. If you have questions about my videos, you respond on YouTube. If you have questions about my build, I'm happy to answer them in the Druid forum. And if you're on Sarlona, you're welcome to send me a tell.